Have you been searching for the perfect pen for your planner? Look no further. This girl's got you covered. From fountain pens to just gel pens, let's get at it. You know, I am always searching for the perfect pen to write in my planner. I've tried fountain pens, I've tried the gel pens. I fall in love with some, and there's pros and cons of every type of pen. So I didn't want high maintenance, yet I really wanted to have something beautiful to write with, and I didn't want an ordinary like ballpoint pen either. My different favorite pens of all time that I'm choosing this year, at least, of what I love, and maybe it'll inspire you and help you out so that you can maybe try out these pens too. Let's take a closer look. Okay, here's one of my journals from Planner Perfect here that we're going to go ahead and just work in, and I'm going to write on here. I'm also going to show you, this is one of my traveler's notebooks where these books go into. I'm going to show you one gel pen that's white that can work on like watercolored pages, which actually looks gorgeous. I just really wanted to show you that too. So let's get to it, and first let's move this out of the way and let's show you the pens that I have chosen to be in the lineup of my favorites thus far. I'm going to tell you what they are first, and then we're going to go ahead and after I'm done with that, I will write them on a piece of paper so that you can see how they write. There's one pen in particular is questionable. Actually, two. There's two pens that are fountain pens that are questionable. I'm going to let you decide. But this one here is called the Kaweco, and it is a brass sport pen. I really like this one, and I actually bought another one that is black with gold and a gold fountain nib, and I just, it's so classy, and I fell in love with it. I prefer medium nibs, just because that's what I prefer. I just like that thicker line, and I always usually get that. So here is this one, and it's so fun because it's compact and it's small. So this is really fun, and it's got some weight to it too. I really like it. I think it's just really, really classy. This here is fun. It's a click fountain pen made by Pilot. And it's a capless one. And I just love it. You could just click it and voila, a fountain pen. Easy, beautiful. You can even like clip this onto one of your pages. It's kind of got this little clip here that you're able to do that. So I really, really like this too. Here is another one that it's just easy buy. Precise Varsity fountain pen. Has a cap. Beautiful. Here is just my Pilot. Now this is a fine nib, so I need to get another nib for me to really love it because I'm not a fan of the fine. And I bought this a while ago, and man, it's just beautiful. It's just to have on hand. I have the cartridges for it. I really do prefer cartridges. I will do some ink because they really are not hard to do, where you have ink, and I'll show you the TWSBI here. That's an easy twist and the ink comes up. But again, I do love low maintenance. And so the cartridges, those are easy and fun, and I prefer cartridges for their ease and less messy. Lamy, I'd have to say, these are easily gotten. You can get them on Amazon. There's so many different colors. They're fun. That you do cartridges for these, but I will have to tell you, this is the one pen that I have the most trouble with. And I don't know if it's me or I don't know, but every time I put in a new cartridge, I usually always have to dip it in water for it to get activated and to work. And so just that little step alone makes me want to scratch these as not one of my faves, but yet it's one of my faves and I want to like it, and I still dip it in water to make it work. Here's the TWSBI. It's the most expensive one out of the bunch here, I do believe, except maybe the Pilot here. But the TWSBI, this is the TWSBI Diamond, and I really love it. I do. It's a little messy. If there's going to be a con on this pen, it's that it's messy. I usually have ink on me when I'm done, and I bought one of a beautiful ink bottle. It's gorgeous. I actually made sure that I got like waterproof because sometimes I'll use these and I'll also watercolor on my planning pages or my journal pages, and I just don't want it to bleed. So there are a lot of inks to choose from, so that's a lot of fun, from gold to browns to greens, whatever you want. And that's what makes these kind of pens where you draw up the ink really, really fun. And you just twist this, you put this in the ink bottle like so. Once your ink is gone, you can clearly see, and then you just would be twisting it and to really draw up that ink. It's very, very simple. It's got that going for us, very, but at the same time, it just seems to just get messy. And I've never known if it's just me that this girl just isn't a very good fountain pen owner, and I don't, take care of it and put it on a cushion pillow and make sure that it's taken care of. But all I know is that I like low maintenance. So when I see that it's a little leaky, or I just get a little like, okay, let's just put this aside and maybe save this for a special gratitude journal day. I just something about that. I got so much going on. It's like, do I want to do this right now? It's just one of the cons. Let's move over to just a quick pen, but some of my favorites. I mean, these are just one of the ones I will pick and go, and I know I'm going to love it. It's not like the most beautiful thing to look at, but they're beautiful. So I have the S Gel. This is the Sharpie 0.7. It's got, again, I'm loving these medium tips, and it's just, but I'm sure you can get them in fine as well. I love this one. I also have the blend pen, and I absolutely love it. If I were to have one con about this, though, writes beautifully, just glides on your paper, but it runs out of ink so fast. That's the con on that one. This Tool brand, I've always loved this off and on, and I'll let it go and forget about it, and I'll bring it back to my life again, and I'll be like, why did I ever let you go? But it's a little bit above average pen that's just easy to grab, does the job beautifully. It's a medium tip, and let's just say it ranks up there with one of my faves, since there's just so many pens out there. And then I wanted to bring this to your attention. This is the one I wanted to show you that goes beautifully on watercolor pages. But man, if you ever especially this fall, I love doing it in the fall. This is one of my fall journals where I just kind of got real artsy and painted on, I antiqued my pages with just some brown watercolor paper, and here it is in black where I scripted on it. But look at how I scripted and journaled some things on with white, and that is using a Jelly Roll pen, and this pen does the exact same job with such beauty, and it's a Papermate Bright by Inkjoy, and I love it. Do you see how that is? I think it just should be in your repertoire if you're a pen lover. This and the white Jelly Roll pen, which I don't have with me, these are going to just be such a fun thing to do if you want to just have this beautifully laid out antiqued watercolor pages and you can script in white. It's just beautiful. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and let's script out right now on this tablet, on this journal of mine, all the different pens and what they look like when they are written with. So here I've got the first one of we're going to do the fountain pens first, and this is the Pilot Capless fountain pen. So we're just going to write the name of it. Mind you, this never just doesn't work. It's always working. And I like that. I don't have to fuss. Look at that. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Here is the brass Kaweco. I do believe that's how you pronounce it. This is the brass. If you look, I got these all on Amazon, and it's the Sport. Again, I got the medium nib. It's just the perfect, beautiful, compact pen. I think you'd really like it. It's just fun. It's gorgeous. And it's just rich looking, I think. Here's the Pilot. Again, I just need to get a medium nib, and I think this would rank really high for me. So nothing against this pen, except for the nib. And this is cartridge. That's supposed to say nib. So I know a lot of women prefer to do the fine. And then this is just Precise Varsity, easy to get. Let's write this down. I'm going to tell you my all-time favorite when we're done. Maybe I have to pick two. Now let's see if Lamy is going to turn out for me. And see? It just has a hard time going and just doesn't have that perfect flow. It's frustrating. I just do this to show you, if you come across this when you're looking, that these are some of the things that you can come up against, you know, and you have to weigh those out. And honestly, I just wouldn't mess with it. The only thing that I'm really sad about is they just come in so many colors, and I've used every single one, tried them again and again, and they just do this. And I'm, again, boring. Let's look at TWSBI. Beautiful flowing fountain pen. I do love this pen. Now let's go to the gel pens. We've got Tool. These are the gel. We'll put gel pens here. We've got, now this is the Papermate Joy. Let's see if I can just, I don't want to, oh look, I didn't even realize I had these already antiqued. Let's take a look. Do you see that? I love fall leaves. Now, if I were to have made all of this a little bit more, you know, antiqued and brown, and especially keeping these two colors around it, knowing I'm going to use a white pen, this would be it. Look at how gorgeous it is to just script, especially if you wanted to get real creative and paint something here in the center, and then, you know, do it like I did with these other pages here. What? So it's such a really beautiful thing to get in your journal and just using that white pen to just have a fun and beautiful time journaling. Here I even did the word in some brush lettering, thankful. This is fun. What did I put in here, for heaven's sakes? And I wrote it in white. Look at how you can buy boy, girls, I'm gonna have to read this on a separate occasion. I don't even know what this is, but I'm eager to read it. It's something I wrote for myself November 2020. Look at that on this brown, beautiful paper I got. Here's another piece. Girls, I think you're gonna like working with a white pen on some antique paper for sure. One of my favorite fun things to write with for a pen is to journal on antiqued paper with white gel ink. So I love the Jelly Roll, and I'm absolutely in love with the, left my pen in here, the Sharpie, or the Papermate Bright. Look at that. And then you can just, click it out and you're good. And I actually like these better than the Jelly Roll pens, because the Jelly Roll pens happen to be, and you'll see those on Amazon if you look them up, they have a cap, and they tend to also get weird like the Lamy, like the ink doesn't flow. You just never have a problem with these. And so something to definitely consider. I am definitely also going to be putting down below all of the pens and where you can grab them. This is the blend. Again, this runs out quick, but it's definitely one that I definitely love. And then we've got Sharpie S Gel. And there you have it. There's the three, and then we had the Sharpie Bright, or the Papermate Bright, sorry. I'm gonna write that down just. Okay, I'd have to say, if I'm going to totally choose, I'm going to pick two different ones, and it's going to be these. It's going to be Kaweco and the Pilot that is, capless. Love it. Comes in different colors. This comes in different colors. They're just easy. That's what I like about them. The TWSBI is gorgeous. If you love the idea of fountain pens and inks and filling them up, and you love the whole process, then this is for you. Lamy, maybe you're better than me with cartridges and these Lamys. Let me know in the comments. And this, I love it. That's why it's there. And the Pilot, love it, especially if it was medium nib for me. But these are my all-time favorites. So, and I love, look at this, the Pilot capless. Look at just how dark and beautiful and flowy that is. Same with the Kaweco. I think that's how you're pronouncing it. That sport pen, I absolutely love it. The TWSBI's gorgeous. All of it is absolutely, and if you like the fine, the Pilot is beautiful too. I'd have to say, if I'm gonna choose now for the gel pens, probably it'd be a cross between the Tool for sure. Now, Blend was my favorite there for a while, but I'm not gonna choose it because it does run out quick. But it's gonna be the Sharpie S Gel. Yeah. I love it. Now, I was a big fan of Write Tech, and I still am, but they don't really carry the same beautiful pen that I was in love with, so it fell out of the pen race. I hope that you really enjoyed the video. Would you let me know down below what your favorite pen is, and maybe some of your favorites, so that everyone in the community can kind of get more ideas of some favorite pens, because after all, writing in your favorite pen is something that's so important when you're a planner. If you want to watch something about scripting your life, how I write in my planner system and what method I use with my pens and script, watch this video over here.